Welcome back to Factorio. I'm Darkstar, and we're continuing on with Bobs and Angels. Now, since the previous episode, I've done not very much. All I've done is I've finished the copper producing facility, which has just switched on. So this is all ready. We have copper at our disposal now, which is amazing. In between the episodes as well, we had our first biter attack. So they attacked down here, and it was this biter nest down here that I killed, and that's it. That's all I've done. So we can check one of these items off. Now we do want aluminum, but I have noticed another problem. I'm going to just delete this in the meantime. We have too much mineralized water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up there, place another one of these pressure containers, but I think instead of doing aluminum next, I'm going to do algae production, because algae production 2 requires mineralized water, and I think it'd be more useful to get the green algae here first. More, thank you. So how much sodium hydroxide do we have? Enough for one tren, I think. Yeah. But no, we've stopped producing it. Because we're not because it's simply we don't have that much chloric wastewater left. I think we're getting more though. Just gotta train it. Nice. So I'm just gonna place this here. And that here. Everything should restart again. Okay. It is a very temporary solution, but I'm trying to think where we want to do algae production. Because I'm thinking just here. Really close by. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I want to do algae processing fairly close by. And one of them being, I've been looking ahead at what researchers we can get. And later on, we can make ammonia gas from blue cellulose fibre. And from blue cellulose fibre, we make blue algae. It requires sulfuric wastewater, and we're bringing all the sulfuric wastewater over here. So if we have the algae over here, I feel that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, let's place this down. I'm going to place it right in the middle. Or thereabouts. And I'm just going to call this algae for now. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to be calling it. Okay. So, let's look at the recipe. I want to make phenolic boards. So to do that, I need resin. Let's look at the recipe for resin. So for resin, we need formaldehyde gas and urea gas. How do we make formaldehyde? Is that it? Is that the only way to make formaldehyde right now? To make green catalyst? I'm sure there must be another way. Okay. Alternative recipe. So empty a bottle of Formaldehyde, great. Cool. So, we do need green metal catalyst. Which means we need aluminum and silver. That is hugely disappointing. Is there another alternative to making resin? How else can we make resin? How can we make liquid resin? Can make bioresin. How do we do that? Ethanol should be relatively easy. That's fermentation, right? How do we get raw bioresin? I don't want the trees. I just want the raw bioresin. I'm going to have to do the catalytic process, aren't I? Okay, that's fine. So we need formaldehyde then. So we'll need formaldehyde and urea. Urea as well at the minute requires ammonia gas, and the only way we can make ammonia right now is red metal catalyst. Tricky. That's fine. It's fine. I'm not happy. So this process can't be fully automated. We can make a certain amount, I think, but not fully automated. Now what I'm building first is these two train stations. These are going to be for the catalyst inputs. Essentially, I want on one train only for it to bring copper out this way and iron out this way. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this either. So we do this. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so I might as well put them straight on like that. Then we can copy them like this. I think I've just decided we're going to be producing resin over here. Am I? Does it make sense to make it over here? Next to paper, I suppose. So I don't need to send the cellulose or anything like that anywhere else. Okay. Let's do some more. Okay. Next thing we're going to need is coal to come in. So I'm just going to call this resin, red catalyst. Where's catalysts? Ah. And then this can be green. Okay. Chain signal, please. Thank you. Just going to copy this bit. So one of these is going to be mineralized water and another one's going to be coal. We need coal to make carbon monoxide. Or carbon dioxide even. That's when we make algae 2, we need carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, nice and easy to make. We just burn coal. I think what I might do though, is because I feel like I'm going to produce a lot more green algae than I need. So it might be an idea. So 20 to 5. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to produce too much. Also, I changed my mind slightly. This is going to be algae cooling. I'm not going to have a mineral water stop because the mineral water is just across the road. I'm just going to pipe it across. What else will I need? So I'll need saline. Saline I'm just going to pipe across. And those will give me those. I'll just need water, which is fine. And then convert it, which is fine. I'll need a place for phenolic boards. So this is where they're going to output. After we've mixed paper and resin together. I'm going to create a list of it. So I feel like I'm going to get lost with it. And I'd rather have a little bit more structure in this episode. So we are going to make phenolic boards. We are going to be using the assembling machines 2 to make these. And I think ideally I would like, I don't know, 10 per second. 10 per second seems like a good amount. Let's focus on paper. So we're going to use paper 1 for now. Again, we're going to use assembling machines 2 for this. Ah, nice. Lovely. If I change that to paper 2, sodium hydroxide is super close actually. Yeah, the production requirements go down significantly in paper 3. Even more significantly. That's fine. But yeah, I'm not going to produce all of the ones I require. It's not feasible. Probably produce maybe, what, 20 assemblers? Cellulose pulp. We've obviously got all the different things here, but we're just going to stick with 1. We are using liquefiers 2. We need alginic acid. Again, we'll use these. Again, I'm not going to use anywhere much near that. We're going to use that. Okay. If we produce this in its entirety, we're going to use a significant amount of power. So that is algae production. That's fine. Let's come on to resin. We only have resin 1 right now. I'll use chemical plant 2. Let's start with urea. There isn't any other options. We already are going to be using carbon dioxide gas anyway, so we'll have a supply of that. Let me add this in actually. I know how much we need to make in total. We'll use coal for this. So we only need 3 liquefiers. Cool. And then we need ammonia. We only have 1 way of making it right now. Cool. And then we're going to come on to formaldehyde. There's only 1 way to make that so far. And we just need one chemical plant. Take methanol. Which comes from methane gas and residual gas. Or it can come from green catalyst. And seeing as I already have the rest of the ingredients here, I think it makes sense to use that. So I'm pretty sure I'm technically using methanol right now. Am I using that for plastic production in some way? Propene. Yeah, methane gas. I'm fracking it into methanol, and then by cracking it into propene. Alright. Looking at all the things that we're bringing in, I think we don't even need this extra one. So let's just destroy this for now. Let's go back over here, just to make the catalyst and these. We're only going to need one of each, aren't we? Cool. That's what I thought. Now let's place the power over here. Let's move this slightly forward. So that can fit in. Alright. And we have a train over here, don't we, I think? So let's look at these ratios. How much of everything do we need? It's suggesting I have 35 of them. Okay. Oh, I didn't have a train on me. Let's bring one. I brought one with me. You could come up here, that'd be amazing, thank you. Have I got anything to make red arts? Yes, I do. I already have some red arts, actually. I'm just going to come down quickly and place this near the critinium. I just like a lot more visibility around here. Let's come to here, yes. No, maybe further down. Yeah, I'll do. Oof. Good job I wasn't standing on the tracks there. That would be my first game over for the run. Okay. Let's copy this. Didn't even realize. And let's bring you guys down here. Ooh. Let my soul leave my body there for a second. Let's go down here, please. What I am going to do is I'm going to just grab a supply of aluminium and silver. I'm not going to need very much green catalyst to begin with. But I just want some on hand. So let's get, let's say 1,000. That feels plenty. Alright. Now we also need to make some of these. The carriers. Let's grab some iron along the way and just handcraft them. I don't know how many I want to craft. Shall we say 200? Does that seem like a reasonable number? Don't even need steel this time. That gives me 40. And that should give me the other. Yeah. So down here, just want to grab the algae farms, I believe. I'm going to put the ores in my trash for now. Definitely going to need more of these. Got any chemical plants on me? I do, but I don't think enough. Let's get another stack maybe? Yeah. 20 in total. How many liquefiers do I want? So just 3. Don't tell me then, don't I? How about the algae farms? How many have I made? 10. Nice. Let's produce a few more than that. Okay. Oh, I do need more liquefiers actually. Okay. There should be plenty. You deciding what you want to do? I'd rather you not stand on the keyboard though. Come on. Only guided you onto my lap. What are you complaining about? Okay. So you guys are just waiting for more of these pipes. Yeah, because they take a while. Cool. In the meantime, should be able to start constructing some of this. So let's get started. However, I want to get some, I want to set up a special train. This is going to be for the ore for the catalyst. I'll do the same for when we have dedicated silver and aluminium. Okay. So this one's going to have special rules. So you are going to have a filter of copper. I actually only want 1 full stack of them though. And you're going to have a filter of iron. And again, 1 full stack. You're going to go to... I'm actually going to jump in here. You're going to go to copper ore first. And I want you to have a certain amount. Item count, there we go. Equal to 2,000. I then want you to go to iron ore. And have item count cargo 2,000 of this. And then I want you to go to resin red catalyst, and I want empty cargo. Cool. I'm just going to extend this because this is the only time I would have the second cargo. Most of the time I'm just going to grab one cargo wagon at a time of iron and copper. So I'm going to leave that to it. It shouldn't produce very often or run very often, but we should have a good supply. Let's get rid of that. Thank you. All right. Let's go. Should we do green algae first? Yeah, because it only needs 14. So we place 2 down. Get rid of you. Thank you very much. Algae 2. Right, do this the other way around. So we're going to get mineralized water from this side anyway. Amazing. Okay. Copy you. You this way as well. Gives us 6. And then I just want to copy you once. That's 7 then. Amazing. How much algae does this produce? 66.7. How much does a red belt hold? 45. Yeah. So we'll just copy that. Flip it. We'll connect the mineralized water up that way. We'll do this. Or I didn't have enough inserters then. Okay. Let's get a big electric pole and connect it this way. Let's produce some lights. I don't even have any iron on me. That's fine. Across the road? Yes, I can. Okay. Mineralized water. Hello. So, I'm going to do two things. I want to set a circuit condition for this way. Let's copy the rules, but change the material. And let's go this way. Now let's get the clarifier and move it over here. All that salt. Loads of saline water just waiting to be created by mixing water and salt together. I'm still so annoyed by that. So ridiculous. Right, let's come over here. Ah, it's almost like I planned it. You've seen me play this. I definitely did not plan that. Alright. Okay. Let me just craft a couple of these. This is essentially going to mimic what the other bit does. Let's grab the ores. That's essentially how it's going to work, isn't it? Okay. We also need the coal, right? So that's the phenolic boards, but this is where the coal comes in. Let's get one of these trains to grab some coal. If you could go to a coal mine for me. Yeah, full cargo. And if you could come to I don't know what I've called it. What have I called it? Algae. Chicago. So how many liquefiers do I need to make it? 3. Okay. So was that 3.2 actually though? No, 2.8. So 3. Plenty. Let's come this way a little bit further. Let's move it all this way slightly. Okay, that's everything for green algae. Then I need to turn the cellulose into cellulose, sorry. So Let's do, I don't know, maybe 20? So if I come over this way... How much cellulose does this actually produce, though? So it's just one red belt, that's fine. You. Let's set the recipe up. They've been coming in from either side. That's all the cellulose we need. I think with these, that's fine. Let's do that now. Marvelous. So we've done that. We've done that. Let's set up catalyst production. And then we can go back to base and pick up some more algae farms. So we only need one of each, I remember. So let's do green and red. Now we're going to have outputs, obviously, for both of them. I'll get them to output on both sides. That's easy enough. Now we're going to need the catalyst carriers to come back in. How about we do something like that? Take the catalyst carriers in. We have a chest where they're all stored, just like that. And then they can come back in here. That makes sense to me. So we've got the catalyst carriers now. We're making the cellulose that we want. Obviously we have a fairly good supply of it. So we've got the catalyst carriers. We can even make the methanol. Do we want to make methanol yet? Yes. Oh, I see. Because we only need green catalyst for 2 chemical plants. Alright. So if I produce you here, and then you here. So we want methanol first, I believe. And then we want formaldehyde. So, methanol. And then formaldehyde. Yeah? Nice and easy. Alright. That's all we need for that. Not complaining. Really straightforward. Let's come this way. I'm just going to grab some of the carbon dioxide. Easy. I'm going to come up this way. And you're just going to grab those. Now we just need some hydrogen. Which is just over the road. I think I'll come down a little bit further. Amazing. Let's come here. Thank you for all the hydrogen. Now we are making methanol, yes. And we have formaldehyde. Fantastic. We also want them to come this way. Let's put the carriers back in there. That's easy enough. So we have the 2 green ones done. Now we just need to deal with the red one. And this is making ammonia. Okay. How many did we need? Again, just 1. And Dabidozi. So let's place one of you here. Let's make you. Okay. Let's put let's be like that. So I want you to drop there, pick up down here. Yeah. And then I think I would like you to drop this way. Alright. I just need nitrogen. I am making nitrogen, aren't I? I was. But I put it all in the bin. Let's fix that. So let's get rid of you. Let's put one of you on here. We have 2 overflows. Amazing. We'll do both of these. So now we need a supply of both. Even with having like dedicated areas, I still feel like I'm going a little bit spaghetti. Especially with pipes. Okay. We now have ammonia being produced. Fabulous. We already have the carbon dioxide, we can get rid of that. So ammonia and carbon dioxide now will make... Oh, we need a little bit of water, that's okay. That will give us urea. So let's go... Nope, need you guys. Let's put you over here, I think. So we want to make urea gas. Let's flip that around. Let us put the carbon dioxide just like this. And we can have carbon dioxide come up just over here. It gives us all the ingredients. Oh, it gives purified water as a byproduct. Don't want that. Then that. Don't have any clarifiers. Fabulous. Just going to put the purified water in the storage tanks. And then any extra can go in the bin if it needs to. Right, so we've made urea gas. And then we just need to place these 5, right? I'm going to place 6 because you've already seen me play this. You know I'm a little bit weird when it comes to things like that. Let's flip this around. Okay. So it has all the urea it needs. Lovely. And then just need you to come up that way. All right. So we're now making liquid resin. I'm going to put it in a storage tank. I wish I had a smaller one, I'll be honest. So don't want to make too much. Anyway, I need to go back to the base. Where is my train? I brought a train up here, right? Or did I walk? I think I walked. Let's get my train. Yeah, I left it there. Go me. You could bring it right here. That would be phenomenal. Thank you. So we've done resin. Now let's go back down here. Get some more algae farms. Lovely. I think I need a few more pipes as well. So yeah, let's get more of you as well. Definitely another stack of you. Come back down here. How many do I need? Not that many. I think 2 stacks will be plenty for now. Let's do that. Oh, 21 actually. Let's grab that one. Nice. What I was thinking is I want to create a little bit more power. It's not reliable power, however. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place another assembler here, and we're going to make the fluid burning. generators. Now these require ball bearings, so let's make those as well. But yeah, I feel like we need those. So you have steel, bronze, ball bearings. You also need the pipes as well. So yeah, the last thing you need is just gears. Phenomenal. We will place a chest for you just there. Only want one stack of these for now. And I'd like you to drop there. So yeah, we'll leave that to work. And then with these, we can connect them up here and utilize all this extra ethane and butane. Because they have fuel values and they're super useful. I don't want to just like vent them in the atmosphere, especially when we may have issues with power later on. Right, we have already done resin. Do I have enough for everything else? Yes. Maybe a few more assemblers wouldn't go amiss. Also wants me to do how many? 10 of these? I'm going to need more steel for those then. And more bronze. Both of which we can grab. Cool. And that gives me another 5. We're doing up here as well. Ooh, maxed out on 10. That's pretty awesome. It's a good job I don't really need any more of everything else for now. Okay. Yeah, pipes first before I go up. Yeah, the pipes, they're just here. Thank you. Let's get some more power poles as well. I feel like I'm going to need more of those. We will set up logistic networks soon enough. I'm not even sure I can build robot pods yet, can I? Robot pods? No, just the components for them. Power cables are just up here. Right. It's a good job there's no such thing as spoilage. Just put trees in boxes and leave them there for hours and hours. Right. Let's go back this way. I think I have everything. My only concern is saline water. So the minute it just goes straight out to sodium hydroxide. But I want to use it for algae first. So, where am I going to put them? Let's just put them up this way. We copy this. How much do we get? Yeah, 1 red belt's worth, that's fine. Let's do you. How many do we have now? 16. Clear the trees first, that would be better. And I can help with belts and stuff. How else are we going to get saline water right now? Is it going to be through water purification? I don't want a byproduct. All of them need blue signs. Crazy. Let us bring this way anyway. Ooh. Let's fix that. It's bad. I'm going to stop this condition. This is just going to clarify the purified water anyway. I think what I'm going to do as well is remove this condition completely and do overflow. Because it doesn't really impede anything. But now we are getting saline water through. I'm hoping some of these are going to start switching on soonish. I thought we had too much sulfur there for a second. Nope. It's just going down to the train stations and the assets. Right, let me go back up to the researchers. I think this is a bigger research to do. Let's do that second, because we still need cement processing regardless. But yeah, we need to fix salt. So, we have now done brown algae. Now apparently we need 50 odd of these to process it, which seems frankly insane. How about we do something like this, where the brown algae comes in this way, and the alginic acid comes out this way. Yeah, that's not working how I want it to. Pick up, drop. Yeah. This is going to be... Oh, I see. Right. Just do this. Drop. Yeah. Amazing. Let's do alginic acid. Just going to copy these two. Vertically flip it. Cat, stop walking all over the keyboard. And now, I'm actually going to place it like that. Just thinking of power. Now we copy this. And maybe just go as far as the farms go. I don't know how many that is. Definitely not the 50 odd it wanted. Still a fair number though, isn't it? So that's alginic acid. It really needs to happen now, it's just being powered on. Let's remove these two. Okay. Now we need these liquefiers. So cellulose pulp's going to come out this way, I think. Take it in on both sides like that. Ooh, need more of you. Let's pick it from there. And we needed 16, right? 16 in total. Okay. And let's do this so we can connect it to water as well. Okay. Let's just go this way. Yeah, just over here, I think. So they all have water now. And that's the cellulose port. I should have put water in. Water. Yeah. Should have put them like that. Let me just remove these and replace the rest of the blueprint. So if I copy this with the power this time, much better. We just need inserters. So that's everything for the pulp. We just need to craft paper. Right. I just want to check something. So I'm just thinking, if we need to make phenolic boards and we need them for this, I was wondering, is it just this reason? And it doesn't seem to be. We need them for basic module boards as well. That's fine. But I have thought of a placeholder for this. Do I need hydrogen chloride for any other reason other than to make ferric chloride solution? Yes, I do. So this is going to be iron, well, ferric chloride. Yeah, ferric chloride solution. And then we're going to have another one for iron in. And then we can have both of those made. What's the recipe for that like? Should be fairly straightforward, right? Over here? Okay. Yeah, nice and easy. Right, so let's go back down here. Get all the inserters that I missed. I'm also concerned as well, I probably probably going to have to kill that biobase up there. So we've done algae. Let's grab all of you. Thank you. I've got enough of those. Oh, yeah, I have enough of everything to make the ferric chloride solution. Just need to pick up some more liquefiers. I think I'll just get 16 or something like that. You know me in random numbers. So let's get... There we go. Just with one more. Let me change the stack size to 2 for these. So I've got 16. I have everything for the phenolic boards. Except maybe the patience to place nigh on 100 assemblers down. I don't think I will, because I don't even have enough cellulose, I don't think. Cut that in half. Do I need anything else? No. So we should be able to do ferric chloride solution and phenolic boards and have those ready on trains. Right, let's get you back up here. Marvelous. Thanks very much, guys. Let's cut all of these. Just going to copy this. Fabulous. So, let's come this way. And you guys are going to be paper. Let's copy you. I'm going to do a very similar thing what I did with these over here. Do I need this many? Yeah, I do. I do. But what I was thinking is doubling it. However, doing these in the opposite direction. So if I copy this, is obviously 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80, and I can't be asked with any more, that's enough. Now we'll have the cellulose pulp coming up this way. I'm going to turn around and then we come down this way. And then paper can just come up this way and down the other way. Let's do it like that. And that's paper done. I think I've run out of inserts again. Ah, crushing. I'll make one though. Only one missing. Okay. Now let's get the cellulose pulp and get you to go that way. And then we have paper. Now let's place these down. So I don't know what this is going to look like. There's some further down here. So phenolic boards, obviously they require fluid input. Let's switch these around actually. Do it like this. So we'll have paper coming in down this way. And then obviously phenolic boards like this. How quickly do you make things? Every 2 seconds, that's fine. If I go into map mode and place these down. And offset one. In fact, let's place them like that. Because we'll need to do this. And we'll place you right in the middle. Then we can copy this and repeat it 4 more times. That gives us the 10, right? Yep. Fabulous. And then this can come down this way. And then we just need to grab resin. If I use the brass one, can I stretch? Yes, I can. How far can I stretch? Like that. Let's see if I can stretch again with brass. I mean, ideally I'd want to do that. Yeah, nice. This is definitely not going to get confusing for me if I'm needing to fix problems later. Okay, all of these have their power now. Now, ultimately, these are needing to go into some kind of storage container. Might actually do a silo. Let's do 2 trains worth. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shouldn't need many more than that, right? Not to begin with, anyway. And then it's just a case of bringing this over this way. Fabulous. Let's head back to base just to grab the inserters. And that's all I need down here. Okay. And I'm going to have phenolic boards and then the rest of stuff. It should be really straightforward to set up. Famous last words though. So let's just grab all of you. Thank you. I don't need that many. Definitely more belt though, just in case. Have we got enough pipes for the liquefiers? Alright. Now let's head back up. Yep, let's go back up here. Just gonna set this cargo to accept nothing. So I'm worried it'll start loading the phenolic boards and I don't want them in this one. Fabulous. Phenolic boards done. So that's that crossed off the list now. Let's go over to here. It's only across the road, but I'm feeling lazy. Alright. Now let's bring in iron over here. Yeah, chain signal here. Copy, paste. And we need iron, please. Let's go over here, pick you up. Can you go to get some iron ore? Until you're full. And then come over to here until you're empty. Thank you very much. Now, as I said before, I think I was going to go for 16. It's in the right. No, let's go one up. Have I got any grenades on me? Yeah. Made me feel better. Okay. So we'll need to do something like this, where this produces the ferric chloride solution in the middle, just like that, and then hydrogen chloride. Let's do you first. Then it says copy, copy, and that's 8. And then if we copy this, And we can have all the iron coming in this way. Let's get you to come out this way and then down like that. Okay. Hang on. That had enough. Only mildly frustrating. So yeah, all of these should have some in. Amazing. Let's go the other side actually. Let's come back here. I thought I looked and I had like 40. Clearly I didn't. And then after we've got ferric chloride solution, we have everything we need to make electronic boards. I don't know, I cannot remember if they're actually used in anything other than making advanced circuits. Only used in advanced circuits, that makes things easy. Let's grab you. Okay. No. I don't want to go that way. I want to go here. Thank you. Amazing. That's almost... That's completely full. This is completely full too. Okay. Ferric chloride solution made. Everything we need for advanced circuits is now almost ready. Now I think what I'm considering to myself now is where am I going to make them? Because it's all well and good me grabbing a load of phenolic boards from over here, but I can't grab loads of fluid. Does this mean I bring it down here and make like a little project just here temporarily? I think I do. I think that makes sense. so surprised this is completely full already. We definitely need to melt it down. Okay. So, I think the plan is then is to have ferric chloride solution come in this way. Then I could hand deliver things like I wish I could have all three. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah. I'll hand deliver the phenolic boards. But another reason why it made sense to come this way is because they require tin and copper to make these. And they require the plates. And even though I'm making copper ore here, I could potentially smelt it somewhere else. But there's a few things we're missing. Namely, we haven't got any coal production. And I don't mean a coal mine, I mean where we are producing coke, where we're producing carbon on the trains yet. Because so many of our more advanced processes, for example tin, requires coke. So this is when we're going to start to transition away from this base. But for now we need it. So we can add in the blue science over this way. So how are we going to do this? Let's say I want to make a certain amount of science. Let's say, I don't know, only 2, even 1 a second. 1 a second is fine for now. So I'm going to change it to 1. I'm going to use the one we're using. So we need to make advanced circuits. We will use these. We will make these as well. We'll also need to make transistors, which require the silver. Need to make silver wire. Also need one of these every second as well. Easy enough to make, I suppose. And then sodium hydroxide and sulfur. We've got everything ready. So, shall we do this as the very last part of today's episode? Yeah. We will. So firstly, I'm going to need more oh, in fact I don't. I've got everything I need to make these. So I need 6, 14, 22. That's fine. So that's all of the ones that we need. I don't really need to care about those because we're making those regardless. Now I just need to think about where science is going to be produced. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the threading like we were doing the threading up here. Multi-threading. I don't remember the name of it. Cannot remember. No, it'll come to me. So I think I just need 4 of those. That'll be plenty. So I'm going to do this to that, to that, to that. And then we can have blue coming this way. Like that. We might make some more labs as well. Maybe not. I mean, if I'm only making 1 science a second, is it really a big deal that we have more science production? Let's come this way. We're then going to come this way. Then we're going to come this way. And this is where the blue science is going to come in. Alright. So it requires 10, I remember. So let's place the power poles. Blue science. Exciting, isn't it? I'm only doing it on one side because I may well produce grey science on the other side. Or military science. It should be called. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So it's going to have some ingredients coming this way. Obviously that's going to be sodium hydroxide and sulfur. This is going to be advanced circuits and engines. Have to figure out how we're going to make engines around here, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Again, I'm just going to go to where sulfur and that's been made. What I could do actually is we do have a good supply of sulfur up here from all the other things we've been doing. Just going to put you in the bin, you in the bin, you in the bin. Yeah. Already got one of the ingredients. Fabulous. Had it for about 7 episodes, but it's fine. There you go. Pick up over there, please. Okay. So we need to make 15 assemblers making engines. Let's pick up some more assemblers then. Jot down this way. This should be relatively straightforward, I think. So we're going to do this. Right. Let's move you down slightly. You guys are going to be engines. Okay, that's 8. Okay. Not entirely sure what I'm doing here. I know what I'm doing now. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is slightly overkill. So we're going to have steel come up this way, and we're going to have gears and pipes come up this way as well. You are so in the way. Let's move this. And then, thank you. Then we can have the engines go up this way and around. Now they're all going to output on the inside track, aren't they? Oh, what we could do is flip this around like this. Oh my god, move out my way. Thank you. So yeah, I was thinking they come down this way, then these can just be joined with circuits this way. And circuits are going to come from some direction this way. No idea how yet. So, inside track, go, pick up, copy, and copy. Now, where do we have any steel coming in? I just want steel by itself and not attached to anything else. We don't. Okay, cool. So let's do you like that. Okay. And what we could do is have steel come on the inside track like that. And then have this flip and go that way. Right. Now this next bit is going to be even trickier. Now, I want to do... This is going to be gears and pipes. It's fairly straightforward to do that. Pipes, gears. Is that enough? I think so. This should be fine. Let me dump some of these materials over here. I don't need anymore. Let's grab all of those. Let's go up to... Just gonna dump a few of these actually. Just to make some space. I'm gonna go up to sodium hydroxide and just grab an amount for the blue science. Yeah. I mean, technically, we've not even put it on the train network yet because I've not built the inserts. Okay. Let's build the inserters now, though. Fabulous. Thank you for all of those. Let's head back down here. So we're 75% of the way done for blue science now. Fills me with a lot of hope that we could get concrete processing and salt water for sodium hydroxide. That'll be amazing. Okay. These are not all producing yet. This is just a little slow, it seems. Never mind. Sodium hydroxide. Fabulous. Now, let's come backwards with this. So I think we're going to do something like that. And this is where advanced circuits are going to come. Getting better at estimating, he says, and then immediately does it wrong. Oh, that's fine. Let's do this to... All right. Okay. Almost where I want to be. Ah. Fabulous. And this is where we're going to produce it. So, get rid of you. Get in the way. So first things first, silver plate. How do we make silver? I think we just smelt it with coal. Pretty sure. Yeah, and that's all it is. Do we have a blast furnace? We do indeed. So I'm literally just going to place you there. Going to produce a little steel thing here. Turn my trash off. The coal. And do this. It's only temporary. And then we'll do something like this. That was actually steel, silver ingots. We'll then go into an induction furnace. Just like that. We'll make molten silver. And then we just need the plates. I don't think I have any casting machines on me though. Let me just grab some. Then after that, we just need to mix it with some copper wire. Three casting machines should be enough. If anything, it'll probably be a bit too much. Right. Down here. So we've got induction furnaces and blast furnaces, but no induction. No casting machines, okay. Sure, let's make some more then. So we require one of you, one of you. We'll also require one of you as well. So, casting machine 1, iron pipe, casting machine 2. We're going to use steel anyway. You guys do need gears. I think I'm going to do something like this. Do you need iron? You do. Okay. Let's move you to there then. Oh, this is annoying. You need all 3. Let me move you over here. So we will pick up from here. So you get the pipes. You're going to get pipes from here. You're going to get gears from there. You're going to get iron from there. We're going to pick up bricks from here. I think we're going to have to extend this slightly. Plus you guys, you need the gears as well. And you need the bricks. Even further away, okay? Am I getting confused? Only need 2. Like that. Yeah. I see. Okay. Pick up, drop. And then you can pick up from here. And this could be the casting 2. And an inserter. Drop up that way. Yeah. So we should have everything we need from this side. I'm hoping. So the only thing we should need is this. I don't know why this one was so pernickety to make. Okay. Do I have everything else I need? So I should have all the electronic ones here. Yeah. 3 is enough, thank you. I think in hindsight, the inner track should have been iron and iron pipes rather than iron and stone. We only need to use stone twice now. Good for future knowledge though, isn't it? Okay. Oh, slag's also full. Might bring that down anyway. Right. Cool. So, put you guys here. Can you give me silver bars? Okay. So we have silver plates now. I mean, technically that's one of our things done. Right. I still need to bring phenolic boards in. Right, let's place this down first. I think I'm going to have to place another one of these. So this is going to be phenolic boards, base, and then ferric chloride bits. So we can put in these here, and we'll put in this pump there. Let's place these down this way. Right, guys, could you go up and get me some ferric chloride, please? Full cargo, and then come to ferric chloride base. Wherever I put you. Call it base ferric chloride? No. What did I call it? I did call it ferric chloride base. Why? I see. Empty cargo. There's always a reason. And could you pick up my phenolic boards for me? And have full cargo. Amazing. And then come back to phenolic boards base and empty cargo. Fabulous. So how many do we need for this? 1, 8. Figure out how we're going to do this. Feel we're going to have something like this. Maybe something like that. Flip it around. So this can be the output. That's what I'm thinking. Can have the input from the phenolic boards there, but then have copper and tin come up this way. So if we do this, pick up over there, and let's paste that. Is that 8? I think so. Alright. Now I want to bring this... Ooh, not like that. I want to bring this down. And this is where I'm going to bring copper and tin up, I think. Okay. Okay. So let's filter this way. Okay, so we have the ferric chloride solution in now. Let me do it like this instead. And then if we come this way, how are you getting on? You filling up? Let's see if we can fix that, eh? I love the rookie mistakes I make. I really do. It's funny. This video is already longer than I was expecting it to be. We're so close. Maybe I could just wait until the next episode to actually finish Blue Science off. Should have just got a train this way. Anywho. To be honest, there wasn't really a good place we could have placed the train. Why have you stopped? We have the paper, we don't have the resin. Why don't we have the resin? So we don't have the formaldehyde gas. We don't have the formaldehyde gas because we don't have methanol gas. We don't have methanol gas because we don't have hydrogen gas. Why don't we have hydrogen gas? Because we ran out. Oh. Unexpected. We're going to have to do the separation, aren't we, of water? Okay, part 1 done. And I think this is where we are going to stop. As I said, this episode got a little bit long already. We've done loads. So all the algae setup is done. Done all of that processing with catalysts. We're making ferric chloride solution now. We finished copper ore. We recognize issues. So I want to move this to the top and then move that higher. After that, we need to deal with crushed stone issue. Then we're going to look at concrete. Oh my god. Concrete. Those are going to be our next topics. And then we probably are going to look at maybe salt production, or rather saline production. And then we can stabilize the sodium hydroxide. How little we have of it. Even this can't produce anymore because it doesn't have enough hydrogen. So we are literally just waiting for more saline. And I disconnected it. I love myself. Fix this. It's a reminder for myself next time. But no, thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, come along to the next one. In the meantime, take care of yourself.